The film director that I chose to talk about is Tim Burton. Tim Burton is particularly known for having a dark, quirky directorial style. The films that I know him best for are Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and, most recently, Alice in Wonderland. In each of those films, the viewer is thrust into a strange world with even stranger characters. In regards to mise-en-scene, Burton's characters are made up colorfully and dramatically and dressed in costumes that are usually eccentric, weird, and even a little bit grotesque. For example, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Burton gives Willy Wonka, played by Johnny Depp, an interesting swishy haircut that is quite comical in appearance, which matches perfectly with Wonka's crazy personality. The Oompa Loompas in several of their song and dance numbers can also be seen in bright, very odd costumes, such as shiny red jumpsuits. In Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter, again played by Burton's good friend Johnny Depp, has another unique hairdo. This time a bright orange, puffy cut that extends far out on each side from underneath his huge top hat. His piercing light green eyes and pale face are highlighted by pink and blue eyeshadow, pink blush on the cheekbones, white eyelashes, and dark pink lipstick. Anne Hathaway's character has white hair, white skin, and a white dress, but black lipstick and black eyebrows, which make her beautiful in a haunting sort of way. And of course, Edward Scissorhands' shiny black bodysuit, scarred face, dark circles created by eyeshadow, and wild black hair make the viewer startled upon first seeing him. Burton's characters by design are strange. I mean, Edward Scissorhands has huge, sharp blades for fingers. In The Nightmare Before Christmas, several characters in Halloween Town have odd proportions, scary facial expressions and features, and oddly high or low-pitched voices. The Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland has a head almost twice the size of the rest of her body, and the caterpillar has sharp teeth, sharp-looking hairs and horns, and the nose of a dragon. Burton also seems to have at least one almost uncomfortably pudgy character in every film he makes, such as Tweedledee and Tweedledum in Alice in Wonderland, Augustus Gloop in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Oogie Boogie in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Burton's characters themselves, in addition to the clothing they wear and the makeup on their face, make the viewer feel as if they have entered a different realm and draws the viewer into the story even more. Perhaps it is the shocking uniqueness of his characters that is one of the main reasons why Burton has gone on to be such a widely recognized and renowned film director. One feature of editing that Burton uses in many of his films is the flashback to explain the oddity and pain of his characters. In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka has flashbacks to his childhood, when his dentist father forbade him to eat candy, and he went off in pursuit of being a chocolatier. In Alice in Wonderland, Alice recalls her significance in the world of Wonderland through a flashback, and we see the war that happened in Wonderland through a flashback of the Mad Hatter. Another feature of Burton films lies in the narrative, not in what is said, but what isn't said. Burton almost never addresses when or where in his films. For example, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the viewer guesses based on the scenery that the film is set in London, but we are never given verbal reassurance. Moreover, if the film was set in London, we would expect the characters to pay in pounds, but instead they pay in dollars. We do not have a guess as to what time period the film is set in either, as there seems to be a clash between Charlie's simple home life and the very modern look of the Chocolate Factory. While some might make the criticism that these are holes in the plot of his films, it could be that Burton leaves out these details so that the viewer gets lost in his films without being boggled down by details.